If you're unaware of what I do on Twitch, which is probably 90% of you, I do a lot of ACC streams, which a lot might be a bit of an understatement because I stream almost every single day, and that's the only game that I stream. But a good majority of those streams are just hosting open lobbies. I try to include my community with as much stuff as I can, and I try to encourage new people to join in as well. Lately though, I've been noticing a bit of a trend in my server, and people take sim racing way too seriously, man. And when I say people are taking it a little too seriously, I'm not talking about the people that say a few curse words after getting bumped or type WTF in the chat after getting taken out at turn 1. I'm talking full Chernobyl levels of toxicity. The incident that made me want to talk about this today happened a couple days ago. I'll have the video of the incident like over here somewhere while I'm talking about it, but basically what happened was two guys were going very slowly compared to what usual race pace is. They're waiting for their intended target to pass them, basically. Once the intended target had caught up to him, they tried to take him out, missed, hit another guy, and then the second car went and actually nailed the intended target, and it was just a massive shit show, and the in-game chat went crazy with insults to the likes that mankind have never seen before. Now, the reason I want to bring this up is because this has been a much more common occurrence lately in my server. This same exact type of incident isn't what's reoccurring, but the amount of flurry of insults and everything is what's been reoccurring, and it's been humorous, not gonna lie. It's making for good content, but it's also pretty sad to see, and it's it's a video game at the end of the day. Now, I do kind of see both sides to the argument where if one really bad thing happens to you that should have been way avoidable from the other driver, you're gonna want to say something to him, right? That's gonna be obvious. But to take it to such extremes is so pitiful, and so, like, to me it makes the people arguing look like children arguing over Pokemon cards when we were in elementary school. That might be a bit of a dated reference now, but some of you might get that point. Now, from a content creation side of things, it's hilarious and makes for amazing content. Although every time you laugh at it, you kind of lose a little bit of respect for humanity every single time. It's still funny though. Unfortunately, I really don't think any of this is avoidable or containable or at all able to be stopped just because people are going to do what people do. But it's also because a lot of the people that join open lobbies, they all have completely different mindsets, and I think it's best that we all try to understand each other's mindset. For me, going into an open lobby, I'm usually either trying to practice for a league racing event, I'm trying to practice just in general, I'm trying to take it slightly seriously because I do want to be pretty quick, but I've been trying to work on my own understanding of other people and what they're doing in open lobbies and stuff. Maybe they're doing the exact same thing as me, and they just kind of pushed a little too hard and they just rammed me up the ass. That's totally okay. You know, at the end of the day, it's in a race that doesn't matter, so just move on. Or maybe it's someone that got off work and they had a really rough day. They're trying to let off some steam, they're trying to unload a little bit, unwind, relax. And maybe sometimes that's the reason people blow up at each other. And don't get me wrong, I do have to lube up and prepare my anus for Monza turn 1, Zandvoort turn 1, Zolder turn 1, any turn 1 really. And sometimes people are just plain stupid and do want to ruin your race. I think it's pretty easy to tell someone's motives by how they're driving. Take a look at this example here. It was an incident that happened in my last stream where a McLaren driver literally did not brake for turn 1 at Bathurst. Literally did not brake until he hit a car. That to me is someone trying to actively ruin other people's races. Those are the people to get mad at. I still don't think you should shit down their throats after eating Taco Bell though, because yeah, they rammed turn 1 and completely obliterated half the field. It's still an open lobby at the end of the day. There's nothing at stake. There's no points. There's no money. There's nothing. You're just out there to have fun. And that's what it should ultimately be about. I'm actually kind of really glad that ACC doesn't have any voice comms because iRacing's voice comms are so bad. It literally puts Counter-Strike to shame. It puts Rust to shame. It's incredible the amount of lack of regard for other people. I just can't fathom it. I don't understand. I have a good buddy of mine that streams a lot of iRacing, and he does a lot of ILMS, IMSA, Champions races? Whatever the oval races with the cars that look like they're from the 1800s is. And whenever I'm lurking in there and I hear all the voice comms going off, it's a bit humorous to an extent, the same way the in-game chat is in ACC, but it's something about hearing an actual human voice telling you that your mom fucked a goat or something like that. It's just weird. I don't understand the mentality behind it. Ultimately though, at the end of the day, we're just playing a video game. I think all of us as sim racers need to be a little bit more understanding of everybody else. The one thing that's been helping me stay calm during races, even during league races, is Pulling myself, after an incident happens, just pull myself back. Ask myself, does this actually matter? Obviously no. And you just get on with it. Recovery drives are more fun anyways. That's about it. Later.